Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Apple, Spotify, or Google, please leave a 5-star rating. This content is brought to you by Uphold, which makes crypto investing easy. I've been using Uphold since 2017. You can buy, sell, trade, and earn crypto on Uphold. They have 10 plus million users, 200 plus cryptocurrencies, and they're available in 150 countries. But as with all exchanges, you can buy and sell on them and use them, but you want to store your crypto on a hardware wallet or on a self-hosted digital wallet, right? You want to self-custody, my friends, especially in the current climate that we're in with the crypto market. And there's a lot of dominoes that have been falling. So always self-custody. It's the best way. It'll help you sleep at night because we just don't know what the additional fallouts are going to be from the FTX collapse. So Uphold, once again, I recommend them, but I also recommend you self-custody your crypto. All right, my friends, on the notes of FTX, we continue to get bad news here. We got 120 firms affiliated with FTX are filing for bankruptcy. Now, this should come as no surprise. FTX was working with a lot of companies, whether it be they were offering lines of credit, like, for example, to BlockFi, or they were in the process of bailing out companies like Voyager, or firms have their funds stuck on FTX and they can't access them. So what are they going to do, right? Many of them are going to have to file for bankruptcy, or they had some sort of partnership from a technological standpoint with certain firms, and it's a bad place to be. If you're stuck, your funds are stuck on FTX, and a lot of hedge funds, a lot of big investment firms have their funds stuck there. So this collapse is still spreading. This contagion is still spreading. I don't think we've seen the dust settle yet. And really, what was really great, I'm glad CZ did this. Binance CEO tweeted out, "Bitcoin is not dead. We are still here." So this is absolutely true. The crypto market's here to stay. The technology is here to stay. Yes, it's a painful time. Yes, it's a bad time. No one will say it's a great time. But, this is my second rodeo as far as bear market. And I've seen the headlines, crypto is dead, crypto is going to zero. And those are, par for the course. When it's time of bull markets and euphoria, the headlines flip and it's, crypto is going to be going to $1 million, or Bitcoin's going to $1 million. And it's the most it's sensationalized headlines. This says sensationalization happens both on the top and the bottom. So don't let the mainstream media get you play on your emotions, but you want to look at the charts. And here's a great chart I want to show you guys from Stock Money Lizards. They do great technical analysis. They highlighted here, we're very close to the bottom. Those of you listening on the podcast, it just shows the bottom compared to previous bear markets is very close. And in 2018, the charts look the same. 2015, the charts look the same. 2011, and so forth. And the RSI is really, really low right now. So we are certainly in a oversold area. But it's all market cycles. It's boom and bust, and it happens in the stock market and real estate. So it's happening in crypto. Markets don't go up forever, but we are seeing continued adoption and growth, and you got to have a macro perspective. But one thing that the folks at Stock Money Lizards highlighted is the potential, and I say potential now, collapse of the Grayscale company, and their trust and so forth, because Genesis Trading, which is under the Digital Currency Group banner, is having problems. And one of the things I've been mentioning on the podcast over the past week or so is that tomorrow, November 21st, Monday, November 21st, Genesis was looking to grab a $1 billion line of credit. Boy, if they don't get that, I think they're going to be in trouble. And that could have a cascading effect, right? A domino effect, and bring down a lot of companies under the Digital Currency Group banner. I don't want it to happen. I'm just reporting the facts so you guys can be prepared mentally and emotionally that if that's going to happen, it's going to be a rough week. So just heads up. Once again, I don't want it to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. But this is a potential scenario that could happen. And the folks at Stock Money, with the chart they tweeted out, they said, is the next black swan, GBTC, already around the corner? GBTC holds approximately 648,000 Bitcoin. Grayscale discount off to a record 43% as FTX spread uncertainty. Lots of hysteria in the market, and everyone is looking for the 10K Bitcoin reason. Keep calm, bear markets end in the winter. So bear markets won't last forever, just like bull markets don't last forever, guys. It's all market cycles. And when you learn that and you put your emotions to the side and you look at the charts and you look at the market cycles, it will help you to understand when to take a position, when to sell. And, that's how you make money. I had to learn that. I learned it and I made money. So I'm trying to pass that knowledge down to you guys. And as always, go do your own research. Go look at these charts, look back at the historic patterns and what has happened and how markets play out and how the mainstream media aligns with the narratives for the top and the bottom. So you got to understand these things. And it happens in the stock market too. So this is not a crypto specific thing. Now, here's the big news that I want to share with you guys. Joe Biden leads critical call for game-changing global Bitcoin and crypto rules after shock FTX collapse. So this week, the White House released some notes, and Joe Biden, obviously the president of the United States, is calling for G20 countries to come together to form crypto regulations. Now, we know that earlier this year, he had passed the executive order for crypto regulations and for different regulatory bodies and government agencies to go do their investigations, bring back their reports. So we've been waiting to see if he's going to take actions. Obviously, you had the midterm elections, a lot of things going on. So crypto was on the back burner for the most part. However, the FTX collapse has brought it to the forefront now. And remember, there's going to be a bipartisan congressional hearing in December with Maxine Waters as well as Congressman Patrick McHenry. They're going to be talking about the FTX collapse. And we know Maxine Waters was blowing kisses to Sam Bankman-Fried at the hearing last year. And, Sam Bankman-Fried made a lot of donations to Democrats. So they were all buddies. But, obviously things have changed. And we'll see if they actually hold him accountable, or will politics play out here? Will the money that was donated to them play out here? We'll see what's going to happen. But there's obviously high level call for crypto regulations, and this was part of the following that was posted on the White House website called G20 Bali Leaders Declaration. And this covered a lot of different things. So it wasn't just crypto specific, but let me highlight here on the White House article about it, where they highlight things about crypto. Here, the White House calls for, here's what they said. We also welcome the crypto asset reporting framework and the amendments to the common reporting standard, both of which we consider to be integral additions to the global standards for automatic exchange of information. Now let's go down. There's more here. Oops, it looks like it jumped. Okay. We welcome ongoing work by the FSB and international standard setters to ensure that crypto assets ecosystem, including so-called stablecoins, is closely monitored and subject to robust regulation, supervision, and oversight to mitigate potential risks to financial stability. We welcome the FSB's proposed approach for establishing a comprehensive international framework for the regulation of crypto asset activities based on the principle of same activity, same risk, same regulation. We welcome the FSB consultative report on the review of its high-level recommendations for the regulation, supervision, and oversight of global stablecoin arrangements. And we also welcome the FSB consultation report on promoting international consistency of regulatory and supervisory approaches to crypto assets, activities, and markets. It is critical to build public awareness of risks, to strengthen regulatory outcomes, and to support a level playing field while harnessing the benefits of innovation. We welcome the final guidance by the BIS-CPMI and the IOSCO, which confirms that the principles of financial market infrastructures apply to systematically important stablecoin arrangements. And it goes on and on, guys. But Notice the keyword there, international framework. This is on the White House website, guys, and the Forbes. In fact, they highlighted this mention, and it's the group of G20 countries and so forth. So let me highlight some things here from the Forbes article. Calls for stricter regulatory controls have grown over the last week as the amount of money thought to have been lost by FTX and its sister company Alameda Research reaches eye-popping levels and threatens to engulf the wider crypto market. Now, following the latest gathering of the group of 20 G20 industrialized countries in Indonesia, the leaders of the attending countries called the need for international rules to govern the fast-growing Bitcoin and crypto space critical and said potential risk of financial stability needed to be mitigated. So, my friends, you know what's coming. Global crypto regulations. A majority of these countries are going to follow the same framework. As I've tweeted out, I don't know how many of you follow me on Twitter, but I said this FTX collapse, the scam, well, the fraud done by Sam Bankman-Fried has opened the door for the traditional financial players to come take over crypto and own it and rule it. And that includes BlockFi, BlackRock, Fidelity, Citadel, and so forth. That's the unfortunate thing here. And let's hope there's not going to be draconian laws come out, which is going to stifle innovation. And that this is the whole problem with this FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried situation. It really sucks. It just says now, hey, government, you got to come protect all these people. Look at the billions of dollars lost. While it's not a crypto technology issue, it was just a bad actor, like a Bernie Madoff in the traditional financial world, like an Enron in the corporate world, right? These things happen, but the governments are going to use it as an excuse to come in and bring heavy-handed regulations. And I hope they get it right. I do believe crypto's here to stay. I'm bullish on it. But I'm also, a bit concerned about these governments because they often don't get things right. But we'll see what happens. So that's the big news, guys. I think it's important for us to know about this. So you're seeing the narratives form here. Once again, Congress will be meeting in December, bipartisan meeting here to talk about crypto and FTX's collapse. So we'll have to wait and see. We got to stay tuned on this. Let's once again hope they get it right. Let's hope Grayscale, for my God, does not collapse. It's going to be really bad. Remember, they're suing the SEC. They apply for a Bitcoin spot ETF. If they were to go under, this would give Gary Gensler and the SEC, more ammo to say, see, I told you guys, right? And we don't want Gary Gensler getting wins here. Don't get me wrong. The SEC should go out and stop scams, but hurting legitimate companies to protect incumbents is not what we want, obviously. So let's see, guys. This is going to be a big week, not just because it's Thanksgiving here in the United States, but fingers crossed, Grayscale, Genesis Trading, they're going to be okay. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.